Hi everyone, I hope everyone is having an amazing week so far. Today I wanted to share with you some of my favorite brooches. Now, I love brooches. I know they're very old school, I guess, but I mean that's what my entire channel is about, pretty much, is vintage, all things, vintage inspired, vintage whatnot. But I wanted to share with you some of the brooches that I have that I wear all the time. I just think they add a little something to your outfits. Now, I don't wear a lot of necklaces. I think it's just because the way that my outfits are, necklaces don't necessarily go well with them, but brooches always go with something for the most part. I've yet to come across an outfit in which I cannot wear a brooch with, but these are some of my favorites. Now, all the brooches I'm going to show you today have been handed down from either my grandma or my yaya. Yaya is Greek for grandma, but I love all of them and they are all very precious to me. So this first one is just this black crystal one, crystal rhinestone one. This one I wear a lot of times during the summer and spring months, just because I'm wearing a lot of lighter colors and it really pops against the whites and the pastels that I wear. And I think it adds a nice little bit of contrast with the black. This one is also from my grandmother. This is it's a cameo one. I have to get this one repaired because the pin is sort of starting to fall off on the back, but I love cameos. I think that's just an Italian thing because my family is Italian. Well, that side of my family is Italian, the other side is Greek. But I love the cameos. I have a ring, a comb, and a second ring. The comb and the ring though are not traditional cameos. This one it is carved out of shell, but it does have some enamel in it, which I think gives it just a little bit more of, I don't know, like an ancient kind of look to it. But it is just a very nice brooch. This one I tend to wear with more darker colors because again, the center part of it is that cream color, so it does contrast against the black. So this is more of a winter brooch for me, I would say. Now this last brooch is really special and it's really kind of unique, and that is it has a coin in the center of it. Now, this is something that's pretty common to have coins turned into pieces of jewelry. I used to have a necklace that I had custom made and it was stolen, but I had 3 coins in it, but this is something that was probably, the coin itself is from the 1500s. I do know that. I have been doing research on the individual coin itself, but the brooch was probably made in the late 1800s, early 1900s. I know the person that owned this before my grandmother or my yaya owned it used to be an antique dealer and he went to the World's Fair, so it was probably created sometime in the late 1800s, early 1900s in terms of the brooch, but the coin itself is from the 1500s, from what I'm assuming to be Rhodes. I am currently doing research on my specific coin to see if I can figure out more information about it, but so far I know that it is from the Order of St. John, specifically the Order of Malta, and it would have been created in the 1500s, probably the mid-1500s most likely, but I am still doing research. Like I said, it is an ongoing process. If you want to read more about my research that I'm doing on my coin, I will post my blog links down below. I will say the blog posts are not 100% written. I'm kind of just posting anything that I find. I'm just kind of putting on my blog. Kind of as a way for a few reasons. One, you can see how my brain works. And then 2, just so I can kind of better hold myself accountable for my research and what I'm finding. Now, I am also doing normal research and with my normal research methods, but anything that's like really cool that I'm finding, I am posting down there. Or posting on my blog. But yeah, so this is probably my favorite one so far. I have not worn this one yet, but I love that it has such a unique story. I love having a piece of history that I can wear, and I'm 100% obsessed with this coin and with this brooch. Like I said, I haven't worn it yet, but I think it's so precious that I don't really want to wear it yet. But if you know me, you know I've been talking about this coin for probably about a week now. I've been doing the research for about 2 weeks, but I've only really started mentioning that I have this coin for about a week. But it is probably my favorite of all the brooches that I have, but these are my top 4. If you know me, well, fun fact about me, I do not pick favorites, ever. I will give you a top 4, 5, sometimes 3 list that are in no apparent or general order, but I will say I think the coin one is right now my favorite one just because I do have something to be invested in about it. But all of my brooches, I love these 4 are definitely my go-tos. I mean, with the exception of the coin one because I haven't worn it yet, but but yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye!